but let me just say that these responses are certainly not unusual in a place like this.
Yeah, you're talking to a lot of dead ghost kids in pizzerias, and they're all like, yeah, I'm killed by the giant bunny man with a knife. That's not unusual? Bro, we have strayed as a society. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where it's another FNAF-tacular day, diving into the world of FNAF VHS tapes. Last time, we started exploring the channel Spectre, who had created a whole separate series of FNAF VHS tapes, being told in what appears to be like a VR headset, because you can see the little like floaty hands doing stuff. And they were really good. We talked a lot about how it gives me a wider perception of the world of Five Nights at Freddy's and some of the realistic implications of events that happen in the games that you never really think to consider, right? I'm very much into plots and character motivations and this and that, but this series, I think, is doing one of the best jobs I've seen any series do, looking at the deconstruction and evolution of the robots themselves, right? Like in episode 2, we saw why Withered Bonnie was missing a face and an arm and a foot. You know, why those specific body parts? Why were the things that were being salvaged? It's really cool and really informative for me as someone who's constantly taking all this input and trying to like do whatever calculus I'm trying to do in order to make a narrative happen. But we had to end that last episode prior to finishing the last one of the series, Paranormal Investigation. So our goal today, this is a hefty boy. It is a 20-minuter. So you know us, that's probably like a 4-part series in and of itself. So it's a hefty boy. Hopefully we get through it, but also no promises because I know us and we make a 30-second trailer into a 45-minute reaction theory crafting video. So, you know, it is what it is. Also, in the aftermath of this, I don't know if Ash, if you've had this, but for me, ever since we started this new FNAF VHS tape, I think I've discovered like 2 or 3 other channels that are also doing FNAF VHS tapes. And they're like legit. Like, I've looked at them enough to be like, oh, that's interesting. Like, there is potential here. I've been meaning to send them to you to be like, hey, will you actually look at them and see if there's more here so that way I stay largely blind to them. But yeah, it seems like FNAF VHS, this whole time I've been assuming like, oh, FNAF VHS, it was that one series that, you know, that one creator did and then it evolved and it was taken over. But now it seems like FNAF VHS is just a content genre unto itself.
It is. I feel like at this point we just need like a playlist of every FNAF VHS tape we've ever reacted to because it is so much longer, larger. Yeah. I was going to Lornger.
It is so lorge.
It's so lorge.
Oh, so lorge.
So much lornger than whatever I thought it was going to be.
Peak lorge, yeah.
Peak lorge.
Yeah.
Longitude.
Longitude. You've heard of Urple guy. Now there's Lorge guy.
Lorge guy.
Long, orange.
Or he's French and he's orange. L'orange.
L'orange. It's pronounced l'orange. Thank you very much, Ash.
Forgive me for my ignorance.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That is what me taking French for 7 years taught me. So,
7 years?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took all through middle school and high school. So for 7, yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite sentence to say in French?
Je suis tout raplapla.
Pla pla pla.
Je suis tout.
Je suis tout.
Raplapla.
Rap la pla.
Yeah, that's it. That is, I am completely wiped out, or I am totally wiped out. Je suis tout raplapla.
So true.
Yeah, so true, bestie.
Also, I don't know if it was for dramatic effect, but when you speak French, you speak from like the side of your mouth.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, you went, je suis tout.
Je suis tout raplapla. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time, you know me, like anyone who has watched any of our videos anytime knows that I'm terrible at accents. Just awful. Just the worst. And I just don't have an ear for it. I don't know why. I don't have an ear for it. I love music. I'm pretty good with pitch and intonation and stuff like that. And rhythms and stuff. But like accents, I cannot figure out how to place in my throat and my voice and whatever.
Yeah.
Like I can do voices, but I can't do like accents. Stephanie is amazing at accents. So when it comes to French, it was all... like reading comprehension, even like auditory comprehension, I was a lot better than speaking.
Yes.
I'm very nervous speaking in foreign languages and in foreign countries. It makes me very uncomfortable. Like, Stephanie can tell you when we travel internationally, which we do a fair bit, I, like, basically stay silent most of the time because, one, I don't want to offend anyone. Two, I hate being the American who's like, I can't say the thing. And Stephanie is pretty good at handling a lot of those interactions and stuff. Even if I know a couple of the phrases, yeah, it's tough. In France, I'll take the lead because I know enough French that I can, like, get my way through most conversations. And Steph has no French backing, and so it's like I can do that one. But and it's you know, validating that, like, I haven't been in school for years at this point, but I'm like, oh, I can still do this. I can still manage, you know, communicate to the hotel manager that the pipe in our bathroom is broken and water is leaking all over the floor. Like, that is a phrase that is not a stock phrase that they teach you in your 7 years of French language, but I fumbled my way through it. Le pipe est cassé, you know, too low on the floor. On the floor. No, I was able to manage my way through that one. That was a weird one, but yeah. So anyway, I'm very shy when it comes to foreign languages and accents, so who knows where I throw it. The thing I think is funny is I took French initially because I'm like, oh, it's the language of love. Like, oh, it's so romantic in France, and so all the girls are going to love me for being able to say, je suis tout blah blah blah, and then you get into French class and you realize that everything's coming from, like, it basically is supposed to sound like your nose is clogged the entire time, like, tu es le meilleur, or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's all up here, it's, like, disgusting, so.
French,
Français, or it's all, like, back here, like, oh,
yeah.
Like,
it seems like
Spanish is actually a much prettier language.
What's
No
like
offense.
is it pong? Like when it's going, like, back and forth and you, like, hit with the move. It's like that, but, like, where your vocal resonation is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like forward and back and forth. Yeah, exactly right. Yep, it's like your sinuses are playing ping pong up in your head.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. Hey, let's watch some Paranormal Investigation, shall we?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Maybe. I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we're here, so.
We are here.
I mean,
it's a
only
20-minute video. I don't know. Even if we play this straight through and I have zero reactions whatsoever, that's like the episode length at this point.
You're just, like, sitting there straight-faced.
Yeah. That would be weird, man. I would feel so uncomfortable just silently watching and not reacting to something. Also, that would be, like, so unfair to Spectre. Like one of the reasons why it drives me nuts when people, like, do reaction videos and then don't react is, one, why am I watching this one instead of the original? But then two, it's like, well, you just, like, stole the guy's content instead of reacting to it. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
You gotta react.
It's like view sniping, VOD snipe.
View snipes. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, view snipes. I don't want to view snipe. I want to be additive. I want my unique layer of humor and cringe to be additive as opposed to, you know, just sniping. So, Paranormal Investigation, FNAF VHS Spectre. Here we go. Part 3 of the FNAF VHS series. Starting off, tape being played, important for lore purposes.
All right. Got a bit of an unusual call today.
Great.
But a job's still a job, I guess. I got a call from a kid's restaurant manager saying that they've been experiencing some weird paranormal activity.
Oh!
Let's see. The place is called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Look at the judgments. The sheer judgment. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Man, all right. Here, real quick, though. The
place is called...
This is... Oh, it's a brand new logo. I was going to say, what era of logo is this? Is this secretly the movie set? Have you seen all the movie set leaks?
I've been trying not to look at a lot of them.
Good. Try not to.
Because I want to be surprised and happy. But Twitter doesn't want that for me, because it's Twitter.
Well, Twitter doesn't want you to be happy, period. Looking for happiness on Twitter is like looking for water in the desert.
Yeah. It's a miracle when you find it.
It is. It's like, oh, an oasis. Let me sup.
Finally.
Quench my thirst. No? Are they forcing you to watch all the... I mean, it's everywhere at this point. It's crazy.
Every day I wake up and on the trending page, there's like FNAF movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I wonder if someone else got cast.
Right.
And it's like, no, here's a video that someone definitely shouldn't have taken.
Yeah.
Right in front of you.
Man, if you're the Mario movie, you gotta be feeling bad for yourself. You are getting trounced by searchability of the FNAF movie. FNAF movie, like, is trending every day. Mario movie's like, oh yeah, I guess that's coming out this month? I guess? No.
March? April?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Coming out. Anyway, so this seems to be a completely original thing. Family and fun come to life. Okay. Classic. That's a weird version of Chica.
She looks like an angry bird.
She does, doesn't she? Right? Like, I'm like, that is... like, Freddy looks like Frebbles.
Yeah.
You know, Foxy is a little bit more dog-like, but that's fine. You know, Bonnie's a rabbit. It's fine. But yeah, Chica really has strayed in terms of her desigine. Like, yeah, it's like an
got
angry
petty.
bird.
He
What?
got petty.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. He's like, no, I don't want Chica looking good. This is like OG Chica. After the, like, Mediocre Melodies incident and all that.
Oh, Chica?
OGica. OGica Chica.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Freddy Fazbear.
Normally I'd get called into places that are abandoned or at least old buildings that are at least a century old.
At least.
But,
at least. This is not at least a century old.
This is child's play.
Yeah, literally, it is, actually.
It is.
Literally child's play. Yeah,
It's marketed towards children.
That is the point.
Yeah.
That is not many adults eating their solo, and if they are, you should probably be worried about that.
Yeah, like, ask them if they're okay.
Yeah, like, keep a close eye on that one.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
the strip mall itself looks pretty new, and the manager told me that
Strip
this
mall.
particular location was opened roughly 5 years ago.
Lord!
He mentioned that these activities are interrupting businesses,
Write
and
down.
that they might have to close this location and reopen it elsewhere if I can't figure out what's going on.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and read off a few things they told me.
Okay, let's read it out.
So let's see here. Alright. They've reported that mysterious and disembodied voices can be heard all throughout the restaurant.
That's pretty concerning. Like, that right there is already like a red flag.
It's like me and my friends.
Yeah, disembodied voices just
Yeah.
hanging out. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
See, I have that. I don't need to call paranormal investigators.
No, just start like a internet show.
Yeah, just start a gaming podcasty thing where you have a big chunk of witty banter that people either do or don't watch on a platform that incentivizes people to watch for long periods of time. It's fine.
Company property...
Also, this guy's a paranormal investigator, right?
Yes.
Right, so he is the paranormal investigator. He's like the Ghostbuster who's been called in to investigate what's going on at the old Frebbles. Mm-hmm. Problem, as I see it, is this guy is real particular and real snotty sounding from the drop here. As far as like, I guess I will accept this job. Is his schedule really that full? Like, as a paranormal investigator, is he really in the position where he can be like, I'm just gonna pass by this. I've got a full roster. My client list is through the roof. I got all these century-old buildings need me to look at them. All these calls for ruins and old hotels. Frebbles. I could pass on this one.
Did you mean snotty or snooty?
Snotty and snooty. Both apply.
These ghosts
Not
of this
that. Not
piece
literally.
of place.
You can be snotty without being snotty.
Oh, I've never heard it in that context.
Wait, you've never heard of snotty?
No, I've heard of snooty, but not snotty.
Snooty is just snotty. It's the same thing, but just a different way of saying it.
With an extra O, so you can
Oh,
go,
you're so
ooh.
snotty. Or maybe like a little bit more like jerky kid. Maybe snotty's like, oh, what a snotty kid.
Oh.
Like, oh, that kid's snotty. No, maybe it's a Midwestern thing.
Maybe. I just thought you were like, this is a very congested man.
This man, the thing he needs to investigate is his nasal passage. Because there is a lot of snot up there. No, I'm just amazed that the market for paranormal investigator is so poppin' right now that this guy can afford in his day-to-day life to say no to what I would assume would be a decently paying job.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like a ghost abundance happening.
Right?
Running rampant.
Who are you gonna call? Apparently this guy.
This dude.
Everyone just calls this guy. All right.
Particularly the animatronics themselves
Okay.
will often move around the restaurant during the night,
Yeah.
even when the power to the building is shut off completely. Sometimes said property will mysteriously disappear and then reappear a day or so later. And then this is...
That's called theft. Borrowing. The haunted voices, totally get, understandable. That's noteworthy. The whole, like, things disappearing, that's an employee just borrowing your equipment.
One of the incidents they were telling me about where basically a bunch of kids came running out of the bathroom crying because they saw, quote, someone else staring at them in the mirror, and that they were speaking in a language they didn't understand. A few employees...
Yeah, that's gonna hurt your clientele, I feel like. That's, you know, if my kid, if Oliver, as a concerned parent here, if Oliver came running out of the bathroom crying, saying, oh my gosh, Daddy, someone was staring back at me in the mirror, never again. That place is getting better business bureaued. Like, that is a solid 1-star Yelp review. Like I don't even, ghosts, two-way mirror, I don't even know. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and they were speaking tongues. So it's like, okay, we're out of here.
Nope.
There are better pizza places for my business. Thank you very much.
Employees will often feel a tense presence when working on or next to the animatronics, particularly at night. Night shift workers have reported seeing children, usually one at a time, walk around the restaurant after hours when the doors are locked. When they go to assess the situation and figure out how the child accidentally got locked in, they are nowhere to be found, and some have even disappeared in full view of a few employees. When checking the security camera footage, these children seem to range in age and sex, but will consistently look between the ages of 6 and 11.
Lore!
And that's all she wrote. So, based off that information alone, my guess is that this is some sort of poltergeist. It does sound like...
Oh, yeah, I got your classic level of poltergeist, not to be confused with your phantoms, your spooky wizards, and your zombies. This is not a zombie situation. This is not a phantom. What is the poltergeist versus phantom?
One has a musical background.
Exclusively opera houses.
Yes.
Often wearing masks.
Hashtag box 5.
Hashtag box 5. Hashtag chandelier.
Yep.
Hashtag if you know, you know.
there may be more than one in the building, but of course I won't know that for sure until I can hopefully make contact with one of them. The thing is, if no one's been possessed or has died yet, then it seems these entities may not be violent or demons or anything like that.
Not even worth me being
very well.
Not even worth me like being interested. No one's even died yet.
Yeah.
Oh, what
amateurs.
Yeah, get out of here.
Or may just be the spirits of actual children who are maybe just lost and obviously confused about what's going on. But again, won't know for sure until we're in there.
Okay.
Alright, I believe that's everything I need. Yep, that's everything. Right.
Yep, this suitcase right here. Got it. That's it. Rolling out. Strip mall, huh? Interesting. I always pictured them as
okay, I was
standalone.
told the door should be unlocked and nobody should be inside the building. So, let's see what's up with this place.
Alright, Frebbles. See what you got. Wait a minute, does he have no reflection? Is he a phantom? I'm not seeing a reflection in that glass. Very concerned. Maybe the true ghost is our paranormal investigator.
Okay,
Wow.
so the power to the building should be cut entirely.
Deep lore.
I mean, that is an effective way to
that
find
seems
them.
to be the case.
Right? Ghost on ghost action.
Yeah.
Right? Like, best way to find a ghost is by hunting. That sounds like a bad, like, Fox sitcom.
A bad Fox? Oh.
Yeah,
the
Fox,
channel
the
Fox.
television channel.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Cops. Ghost Cops. Sometimes the only way to find a ghost is to be a ghost.
Haunting Authority.
Ghost Cops. Tonight at 8.
7 Central.
8 o'clock, 7 Central. On the UPN. Oh, I love Ghost Cops. I'm so excited. It's a Ghost Cop marathon.
Yes. Ghost Cop Monday.
From birth to death. Watch the entire saga.
Or from death to rebirth.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger prison.
Okay, so I told them to make sure that the building's power was cut completely.
Great.
Just to make sure, like if a light turns on, or
Great.
the temperature changes, or anything like that. Then we could rule out the possibility of it being the power.
Look at this
Also,
guy.
we need to
Knows his scientific method. Let's eliminate some variables up in his house. Good job.
make sure that it's not messing with the EMF reader. But of course, this unfortunately means that I have to work in the dark.
Of course.
Alright, let's get the EMF reader out. And
Yeah, let's do that
see.
thing. Ooh, cool.
Alright, let's get the
Let's check out
EMF reader out.
The posters are creepy as all get out. It's like, oh, this is such a fun place. Also, scary part about this is like, look at how long these tables are, man. These aren't standalone tables where you're just eating with your family. You're like having to eat with a bunch of strangers. No one wants that. No one likes that. No one wants to share at that communal table.
No.
No. I don't want to sit next to another family. I'm like, no, give me my own standalone booth.
See?
Wow.
Well, shit, okay. So I was told that all of their animatronic characters should be on stage.
Chica's
and shut
already
down,
looking pretty rough.
And there seems to be one missing. I was told there's a bear, a bunny, a chicken, and a fox.
Yep.
And
Hey!
it doesn't seem like the bear one's on stage.
It's true.
Probably
Looks good though, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that's great.
Those designs are legit.
Next level.
I will say, if this is still in operation and Chica's looking this rough, though, like, again, as a concerned parent, I'm like, oh, sir,
maybe one of the employees forgot to take him
we
out
need to
of storage or
update
something.
your designs.
Regardless, let's go ahead and get set up here.
Awesome. This is cool. This looks great.
All right, let's see what the EMF reader picks up.
Okay, let's check it out. A Ghostbuster meter.
I'm starting to get some chills right now, so there must be something close.
Not a draft, maybe. Open door. Slightly cooler area of the restaurant. No, ghosts. Ghosts. It's like Ghost Hunt. Oh my gosh. Ghost Hunters?
Yes?
Can there be a crossover?
The Ghost Hunters crossover.
Yeah, with FNAF.
With FNAF?
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
right?
Yes.
I'm so scared right now. Everything in like the night vision.
Ooh,
Set
yeah.
up the cameras. You have the EMF reader that's going off the charts. And like, ah!
Yeah. That'd be fun.
That would actually be cool. How is the series not done that style of like a night vision EMF? That would be cool, actually.
It would be. It would be pretty cool.
Maybe that's ruined DLC.
Ooh.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe Scott's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be a weird new like character mechanic to introduce, like out of nowhere.
Scott learned a new ability. Non-static imagery. Not camera-based gameplay. What? What?
What?
Okay, he's chilly.
Getting a few blips here and there, but nothing pretty substantial yet.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
I think we got something right here.
I agree. I would agree. Yep.
Yeah, it seems to be in this area. Let's go ahead and set up the spirit box then.
Oh yeah, this is obviously got to set up this. We all know this process at this point.
Right.
Do your EMF reader, then you set up the spirit box.
This is very calm and very chill.
See, this is why you hire a professional paranormal investigator. They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They got all the equipment. Including the sprinkler system.
All right, if there's anyone in the room with me right now, please make your presence known. I mean you no harm. I just need to know if anyone can hear me right now. You can either manipulate something in this room or attempt to speak through this device that I've set up for you.
How can you... Maybe it's trying to talk to you, but the obnoxious static of your spirit box is like covering up the sound.
I realized something.
Yes.
So I was like, this voice sounds very familiar to me.
Yes.
This sounds like if Vlog brother John Green had a change in career.
Hold on.
Something in this room. or attempt to speak through this device that I've set up for you.
It sounds like John Green!
It does sound like John Green.
It does! Oh no!
This is the craziest Vlogbrothers episode I've ever seen.
Famed author and YouTube entrepreneur John Green has given up his life and gone into paranormal investigation.
He got tired of writing.
He got tired of writing. He's like,
He
you know
needed
what?
something new.
You know what? I'm tired of being successful at what I do. I need to branch out into a new career path. You know what I'm going to do? Paranormal investigation with my old spirit box over here.
But look, he was
Sprinkler
eliminating
time all over
variables.
again.
He had a very intelligent approach to everything.
Yeah, it's
He's
true.
slaying in this new field too.
He's doing, I mean, clearly he's getting paid to walk around a darkened pizzeria.
To manipulate something in this room.
Oh my gosh,
or
it
attempt
sounds so much like him.
Right?
I can't unhear it now.
When he was like saying there was a bear and a fox, in Fox I heard it a lot, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my, it's him. He
Lore.
is here.
Write it down for the lore.
He's-
John Green has entered the canon of non-canon Five Nights at Freddy's media.
Wow.
Thank good. Finally. Finally. We have Markiplier as a part of the FNAF AR game, which may or may not be canon, and that the AR game is, obviously, but Markiplier's appearance, I think, does weird things with it. But now we have John Green in the non-canon FNAF VHS series. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
speak through this device that I've set up for you.
I've set up for you.
My name is Sean. Can you say my...
No.
It's John.
John, no need to hide your identity here. We hear you.
Yeah, I understand wanting a pseudonym for your new
Endeavor.
Yeah.
You don't want to ride off of your own celebrity.
Right.
You know, I get it. You want to prove that you can be successful in a lot of different fields on your own, not just resting on the name.
Do you think this is like Sean Clean or Sean Blue?
No, I think it's like Sean Green. I think like it was John Green, and then he's like, Sean Green. Not to be, people are like, wait, you sound like that other guy, that other green guy. He's like, oh, I get that a lot, but I'm clearly different. I'm Sean Green.
It is mere coincidence.
Mere coincidence, ma'am. Sean Green. Sean Blue. Just another color. Sean Mauve.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very sophisticated.
Yeah, it's the fancy version. Only the finest for my paranormal investigation business.
My name back to me. My name is Sean. Can you say my name back to me?
I love to hear my own name. John Green.
Whoa, shit, here we go. Okay, just so I can make sure that wasn't a coincidence, can you say my name again?
Sean.
All right, thank you.
John.
So now that I know that I'm speaking to someone, can you tell me your name?
Susie.
Oh, Susie! Oh, she's so cute.
Susie.
Susie. Oh, she's precious.
Aw.
She was the first. She's seen everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one part of the FNAF timeline that everyone can agree on because it's been definitively proven. Great.
Susie. Did I hear you say Susie?
Yes.
Okay, hi Susie.
Yes.
Is there anyone else in the room with me right now, or is it just me and you?
They're here.
They're here. Who's they,
Very
Susie?
poltergeist.
What are their
They're
names?
here.
Do you know their names, Susie? Alright, well if you don't know, that's fine. Just
All
wanted
right.
to see if you did know. How old are you, Susie? Do you remember your age? 8.
8. Huh,
Okay.
older than I thought, actually. Or at least,
So you must be
I mean, obviously it's not in canon, so it doesn't matter. But like, it's interesting that it's 8.
one of the children that I've heard about. Alright, Susie. I guess more to the point. How did you die? Do you remember how you died? I'm not here to hurt you in any way, Susie. I just want to understand what happened to you and why you're here. If you're uncomfortable telling...
Maybe you should dial it all the way back and just be like, hey, are you aware you're dead? Like, I hate to break it to you, but you are dead. like just jumping to the assumption of like, hey, you know you died, right? Like, how did you die?
It's like, I was found deceased
on the evening of August 17th, insert year here from blunt trauma and asphyxiation. And
Right? What incredible knowledge from a 6 to 11-year-old. That's amazing.
She must have read the report.
Right? Good for her.
Wow.
Good for her. No, and part of me is like that's just an abrupt shift in conversation of like, well, what's your name? What's your age? How did you die and when? It's a bit of an escalation of the interrogation there for sure, but more so, especially from like one-word answers, but more so in the kind of like outer canon of FNAF, right? In the books, you see this a lot, where they meet and contact the spirits of the dead kids, but they don't actually know that they're dead, or they don't actually know that the Bunny Man killed them, right? Like one of the recurring themes in the books, both in the novels and in Fazbear Frights, is this idea of the spirits think that the Bunny Man is their friend until you remind them of the fact that he was evil. So like in the novels, there's this scene in Fourth Closet where all of these kids' drawings have been ripped up, and you have to kind of piece them back together or the characters have to piece them back together for the spirits to kind of like regain their memories or kind of like become conscious and able to be interacted with again. And they're like, oh, the Bunny Man is our friend. We're trying to help him. He's, he tells us what to do and we help him. And there's this weird element of like William Afton being able to control the animatronics as if they're almost like his slaves in some way. I don't know exactly why, but he has an authority over them or a control over them. And it requires the characters to remind the spirit children that they were killed by this guy, that this guy is not their friend, that he is the one who actually lured them to the back room. And so I believe it's in Fourth Closet where the character actually draws, like on a sheet, in the spirit realm that they live in, that they exist in this moment, he grabs a piece of paper, and spirit paper, obviously, and grabs some spirit crayons, and then draws on the piece of paper, like, here are your dead bodies, and here's the Bunny Man. And they're like, oh, okay. We don't like this guy anymore. We're going to trust your judgment and this random drawing that you showed us. We will turn on the Bunny Man. Or it sparks their memory or whatever. And so the idea here of asking, hey, how did you die? Rather than like, hey, are you aware that you're dead? Feels like we're jumping ahead a bit too much because you can't assume that the spirit... In real life, you can't assume that the spirits know any of this stuff or that their memories are entirely accurate or whatever. So
I'm just imagining like John Green asking this ghost child if she's dead, and she's like, well, how she died? And she's like, what?
Right? I'm dead.
What?
Oh, and then he's like, okay, sit down, Susie. We gotta have a talk. take a seat on this, take an invisible seat on this chair next to me. We got a lot of explaining to do.
And then he has to lean into the receiver and be like, are you sitting down?
Yeah, right.
Because he doesn't know.
I also like the idea of Sean Green.
Sean Green, yes.
Taking out his paper and a crayon and drawing like, does this picture mean anything to you? And it's just like a very rudimentary stick figure drawing of a yellow bunny man standing over like a red pool of dead stick figures. It's great.
That's awesome.
Murder.
Murder?
Oh, look!
Who murdered you? If you're uncomfortable telling me.
Murder.
Murder? Who murdered you? Do you remember this person's name?
Bonnie.
Bunny?
Bunny.
You were murdered by a bunny?
Hey, let's not judge the dead spirit child here, John Green. Okay? Bunny? You were murdered by a bunny? First off, do you recognize the place that you're in? I know you're used to doing centuries-old ruins, Mr. Hidey-tidy, snooty, snotty, paranormal investigator. I get it. But when she says bunny, or Bonnie, I think she said Bonnie, but like, he doesn't get it, right? Literally look behind you. You could, but some element of critical thought would be wonderful there. Like, oh, okay, well, stupid dead kid doesn't know who killed her, Bunny.
Maybe she meant Donnie, like Donald?
Yes.
Wait, was that a yes? All right then. How did this bunny kill you?
Judgment, just dripping.
A knife. Susie, was this a person dressed like a bunny?
Yes.
Holy shit.
This dude is crazy.
It wasn't a giant. It wasn't a giant rabbit wielding a knife. Oh, it was someone dressed as. But this makes so much more sense. Just imagine John Green imagining in his head a giant actual rabbit with a little knife in its teeth. I'm gonna get you.
Hold up, I have to make sure the camera got that.
Okay, gotta check my footage.
Okay, holy shit. So there might have been a murder or something that happened here. Restaurant owners said that they had operated here for 5 years straight, and the paranormal activity didn't start happening until after this July.
Also, this is awesome, by the way. Like, this is really cool. Like, I'm really into this. This is we're making a lot of jokes and stopping it a bunch because it's fun, but this is legit. Like, I'm really into this.
So this may have been something that happened pretty recently. But I have no idea what that actually means, though. Maybe an employee decided he or she had enough. Maybe some crack job snuck in here with a bunny suit on. Or maybe the spirit...
Oh, yeah, maybe a crack job with his bunny suit. Very frequent thing that I'm sure we can all relate to. Got those crazy crack jobs.
You can never know.
See,
you can really never know.
See, the crack jobs in my life are more, more prone to wear fish outfits.
Really?
Yeah, like Finding Nemo.
Oh,
yeah.
Like clownfish specifically?
Clownfish specifically, yeah.
Wow.
Is there any other fish at this point? Ever since Finding Nemo, aquarium culture has been rocked by the diva that is the clownfish.
Well, there is always sea bass. Sea bass.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Uh-huh.
Also the amount of miscategorized blue tangs as the world tries to convince me that, oh, look, it's Dory. It's not Dory. That's not a blue tang. Learn your fish species. I just got back from a trip to Mexico. It was my vacation, and we did like some snorkeling to look at like coral and fish. And the tour guide on one of our tours like was so hype about like, look at the blue tang. Oh, Dory fish, Dory. No, he didn't say blue tang. He said Dory fish, Dory fish. I'm like, first off, call it by its name, please. Its official name, blue tang, and that sir is no blue tang. I know my Dory fish. It's one of my big pet peeves. I don't have strong opinions about a lot. I don't know if you're aware. I don't have strong opinions about a lot of things, Ash.
Don't do this to me, Matt. Don't do this.
I don't have strong opinions about a lot of things. But people miscategorizing, first off, Dory fish, and also not knowing blue tangs gets me.
Do I have to write that down as blue tangs or Dory?
Blue tangs, please.
I've migrated my list to a notebook.
Okay.
Because at this point, the whiteboard was getting too small to keep them all on.
I don't have strong opinions about a lot of things. Just blue tangs.
It's just lying to me. I have no idea. I'll have to show this to the restaurant owners to see if maybe they caught something like that on the security cameras.
Hey,
but let me just say that
murder?
These responses are certainly not unusual in a place like this. Also, what's surprising to me is that these responses are certainly not unusual in a place like this.
Excuse me?
Hello?
Excuse me, John Green? What? Do you know something that I'm not aware of?
But let me just say that these responses are certainly not unusual in a place like this.
Yeah, you're talking to a lot of dead ghost kids in pizzerias, and they're all like, yeah, I'm killed by the giant bunny man with a knife. That's not unusual?
Oh, man, poor John. What has he seen?
We have strayed as a society. If this is par for the course, first off, the fact that the paranormal investigator is totally like nonplussed by it, like, oh, this is totally normal. Trust me, guys, I've seen this 100 times. Have you? Have you seen? Because if so, we need to, as a society, very seriously question some of the decisions that are being made in our franchise animatronic murder restaurants. Like, this is not an unusual situation here. Wow, John.
Also, what's surprising to me is how direct they are. They're fairly coherent and understandable, and I'm getting them within a pretty short amount of time, which is usually a clear sign that I'm actually speaking to someone. But anyways, let's see if we can make contact again.
As opposed to what, John? What else is going to be making sounds out of your spirit box?
I love that we've just, like, adopted the idea that this is John Green.
It is John Green. But what else is he expecting to be talking to here? A dog? Is it like static that just is misread? What? The fact that I'm getting actual direct responses here tells me this is a real thing. What?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. It's back up.
All right. Are you still there, Susie? Susie, can you still hear me? Just lost the signal.
He's getting in the local radio station now.
If there are any spirits still in the room with me, please make your presence known.
WKYX Cleveland.
I don't know if the camera caught that, but I think I just heard a chair move.
I heard it.
Look, right there. That's at least where the sound came from. It's right next to my flashlight, too. Did someone just pull this chair out?
Who moved this chair?
Are you sitting down right here? Off. Do you want the flashlight off? Okay, those are brand new batteries. There's no way my flashlight just died.
Those are copper tops. Those are Duracell.
Yeah.
Brand new batteries. Maybe he wants the stupid spirit box off this. Like, hey, can you quiet it down a little bit? This thing is obnoxious.
It very loud.
Right? It is pretty loud. It is pretty obnoxious. Spirit box.
You can still get annoyed when you're a ghost.
Right? Even as it goes, like, oh man. These paranormal investigators coming in with their spirit boxes.
Stupid sprinkler again.
Right.
This is not sprinkler time.
No, this is not sprinkler time. That's at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. It still works.
Yeah.
Now that the flashlight's off, will you talk to me now? Yeah. Off again? What else do you want me to turn off?
Noise.
Noise?
Noise.
Yes,
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
You want me to turn
Noise.
the spirit box off.
I feel you.
If I turn off the noise, will you talk to me? Alright, let's go ahead and turn the spirit box off.
Oh,
now.
thank goodness.
Alright.
Thank goodness. Can he still... Hold up. If I turn the spirit box off, will he still talk to me? Isn't the point of the spirit box that it's a vessel through which the spirit can talk?
Maybe it's just so loud that it's meant to bring the spirits out because it's like, oh my god, what's making that noise?
Right, it's like the old man, like, quiet down!
Yeah, it's like he waddles up to the window in his robe and he's like looking out, and that's what he's trying to do with the ghosts.
Yeah, the spirit box isn't a vessel through which to communicate. It's literally just like an obnoxious thing.
A summoner.
Oh my gosh, shut up! Like he's banging the broomstick on the roof. Quiet up there!
Please.
Trying to sleep? Someone trying to have a good afterlife.
I turned the noise off. Whoever you are, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to have a conversation with you. Can you tell me where you are right now? The fuck is that noise? What the fuck is that? Hello? I don't know if the camera could see that, but I for sure just saw a head stick out and move over there. There should be no one here but me. So I'm gonna have to re-watch the footage to get a better look at whatever the hell that just was. But it looked like a silhouette of a person standing
Is that Polybius? Sorry.
to get a better look at whatever the hell that just was.
That'd be a great Easter egg.
But it looked like a silhouette of a
I don't know what that is. It's weird that it's the only arcade
person's
cabinet with something on its screen, which is why it made me suspicious and it caught my attention. It'd be fun if it was Polybius. So for those of you who don't know, oh, it is. Right? Yeah, it is. P-O-L-I or Y-B-O-U-S or U-S? B-I-U-S. Yeah! So really, this isn't about Five Nights at Freddy's now. This is about Polybius. For those who don't know, we did a game theory about this a long time ago, but Polybius was this mysterious arcade game that people thought existed, or there were rumors that it existed, but there's like no record of it. There's like no memory of it. But people said like, yeah, I played this weird, mysterious arcade cabinet. People thought it was like tied to like a weird like government conspiracy thing. They thought maybe it was like a mind control thing or that it was testing out some sort of like mind manipulation tactics, and then there's like vague descriptions of what it was, that it kind of resembled the old Atari game Tempest. But then, when the experiment was over, the CIA or whoever like wiped all record of this thing away. And so you have this like urban legend of the mysterious arcade cabinet Polybius. So it's one of those fascinating like creepypastas before there were creepypastas kind of thing. And I think it's fascinating. It's really cool. We did an episode about it. And so it's fun to see like a reference, because I'm almost 100% positive that's meant to say Polybius. And it would make sense in a haunted pizzeria. They would have this like weird, mysterious, creepy arcade cabinet.
Person standing next to these pinball machines. This person definitely wasn't as tall as me, so maybe it was an apparition of one of the children the night guards keep.
Oh! Hard nope. Out.
What the fuck?
Oh, jeez! Oh, nope. No, you fool!
Look at that. Now it's locked. Is the other one locked?
John, man, nerves of steel here at this point.
He's seen some things.
Clearly. He's like, hey, a spirit just slammed this door in my face. Oh, locked. It is an angry spirit, man.
Yeah, the other one's locked too. Tomorrow or something, and see if the owners can unlock the door again and maybe take off its hinges so there won't be a door for the spirit to lock,
Wow.
Anyways, I seriously need to check the footage, because I need to make sure the camera even got what I just saw a moment ago. Alright, so it looks exactly what I saw, which was pretty much a shadow apparition of someone. It also looked like it could be a small kid, maybe, which would make sense if it's one of the children that the night guards were talking about. That just leads me to believe, a lot more than I did originally, that maybe more than one spirit's presiding here. The voice that kept saying, off, sounded completely different than the first spirit I talked to.
Yes.
So I don't know. Let's, go ahead and turn the spirit box back on.
No!
See if we can get anyone else here to talk with me, and also see if any other activity will happen tonight.
No one wants the spirit
If
box.
not, then I'm probably gonna call it quits for tonight.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Oh!
Hello? That's gotta be one of the
This
children.
is awesome. This is so good. I love this.
Look at that. Now she's gone.
Look at that.
Let me
Nothing.
grab the case so I can see what that's about.
Did you see that? No, you didn't, because there's nothing there.
Whoa!
Also, his boots are like the heaviest shoes ever. Like his steps are so heavy.
Oh. Huh, well. I guess that explains where you were the entire time.
Does it?
I'm having a bit of a hard time believing you were left like that, though.
Huh.
I want to at least try to do a session with one of these things, so I guess now's a better time than any to see if these spirits are in fact controlling the animatronics themselves. Going
man.
in with the big guns now. Gonna
Oh, he's pulling out the big guns.
set up an ovulus for this session.
Oh, yeah. Thank goodness this guy came prepared with all the essentials.
Yeah.
The EMF reader, the spirit box, the ovulus. I mean, this is why you call John Green.
Yeah.
To be your paranormal investigator. This is why this is the man who's being called in for all these centuries-old ruins. Like, this is the guy. No, you know what? I take back everything I said at the beginning of this episode about, paranormal investigator with his busy schedule. Clearly,
Yeah.
this is a professional.
There's a reason why he keeps getting booked.
Only an expert can deal with the problem. This guy's got it on lock.
So hopefully I can get some clearly spoken words. Alright. Is there anyone in the room with me right now? Anyone who'd like to communicate with me? I of course mean you no harm. I just want to know if someone else is in here with me. Did someone here move the... I am. You are? Okay, good. What?
Hold up. So this whole time, instead of the spirit box, which is like the most obnoxious thing in the world, he could have used the ovulus and just given everyone like an auto-tune voice, like Andre 3000 style. It is I, Susie.
Look, I mean, I guess it helps to use the other thing so you can hear the voices more clearly.
I guess
and
that is
you
true.
can tell like if it's a different spirit. Whereas if we're isolating Freddy, it makes sense that they would just use auto-tune.
I see a career for you in paranormal investigation with ideas with bold ideas like that, Ash. With bold, game-changing ideas. I see it.
Thank you.
No, you're totally right though. That's absolutely right. It gives you a nuance as far as the voice that's the talking. That's cool.
Well,
actually, I like that detail.
If John Green ever needs an assistant, let me know.
What's your name?
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Oh.
All right. Hi, Gabriel.
Oh.
Can you tell me roughly where you are in the room?
In the suit. It's interesting that we all assume that Gabriel is the one in the suit.
So you're
Freddy.
saying you're in front of the bear?
I am the bear.
Inside.
Inside.
It is I.
Are you the one who moved the bear in here?
I am the bear.
Gabriel, why are you possessing the animatronics here?
Gabriel, why are you possessing them?
Gabriel!
Gabriel, why are you possessing?
Come on.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Gabriel. Your mother is going to hear about this.
You know what? I'm going to move your pin from the green zone down to the yellow.
One more warning, mister, and it's going straight to red.
Yeah.
There will be no treat token tonight.
And that's a call to home. We're calling home if you're in the red zone.
Oh, man. You are sitting in the corner desk for the rest of the day. Your clothespin will not rise back up.
I'm not gonna assume you're
Trapped.
gonna get... Trapped? You're trapped inside that thing? How did you get trapped? Gabriel, I know this may be uncomfortable for you, but I can't help you unless you answer my questions. How did you get trapped in that thing? Okay, well, if you're still troubled by what happened to you, then I guess we can skip those questions. If it means you'll keep talking to me. Okay. Do you remember how you died, Gabriel?
Again! Jimmy! Hey! He's like, okay, if those questions are making you uncomfortable, we're gonna go to a lighter style of questioning. How did you die? I'm sorry if my questions about you getting stuffed into an animatronic suit is making you uncomfortable. How did you die?
If you're just so traumatized, let me phrase it a different way.
Right.
Okay.
Can we... I'd be curious. Can you talk about, like, the afterlife? That's what I want to know. Like, hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Everyone asks where you are. No one asks how you are.
Murder.
There it is again. Murder.
There it is again.
That's exactly what Susie said.
Very
Do you
common
remember
answer
who
in places
murdered
like
you,
this.
Gabriel?
Him.
Him? What do you mean him, Gabriel? Do you remember his name? Gabriel, whether you're trying to or
Probably
not,
didn't
you're
know
causing
him.
a lot of problems for the people who own this place. Now, if you help me out...
He's causing a lot of problems for the people who own this place. Hey, if you could help, not solve your murder, not bring you to justice, not, whatever. It's, hey, they need to sell more pizzas here.
Yeah, like your death, like you're seriously inconveniencing this establishment because you're dead.
Yeah.
And your spirit's trapped. So I need you to resolve that really quickly.
Every morning, the underpaid teenager that waits tables here has to move your dead carcass back onto stage. And that's really inconvenient for that kid.
Yeah.
They need to sell more cardboard pizzas here, but kids are running out, scared. You're really hurting the bottom line here.
Yeah, so whether you
Gabriel.
like it or not, the fact that you were murdered is actually kind of detrimental to what's happening in this business today.
Yeah, murdered privilege, man. All these murder victims rolling around like they own the place. You know what? Maybe you take a step back and question your privilege. This isn't your establishment.
Yeah,
okay?
trapped. Yeah, trapped in your privilege. In your high status within this building.
Yeah, that animatronic isn't yours. You're just squatting in it. Man, get evicted. You've been sitting in this restaurant too long. We need to solve this. You caused a lot of problems for the owners of this establishment. Yeah? Man, John Green is really, really knowing how to talk to these spirits and making them on his side, for sure. Like, I'm a dead kid, and the guy who rolls in and starts talking to me, I'm like, oh, damn it. I am better off dead.
You're trying Trying to or not, you're causing a lot of problems for the people who own this place. Now, if you help me out,
must die.
Drop the bass.
I'm gonna hear that again. That was awesome.
trying to or not, you're causing a lot of problems
awesome.
for the
This is
people
great.
who own this place. Now, if you help me out,
Must die.
Yeah, exactly.
I assume you're talking about your killer. I don't know if I'm
No,
going to
no
kill him per
response to that.
se, but I'm willing to find him and make him pay for what he did to you and Susie. Now just tell me what you remember of him. Did you catch a glimpse of him, maybe? Do you remember what he looked like? What he was wearing?
Purple.
Well, at least that's something. I was told by the restaurant owner that the employees here wear
Clearly, this is a zoomer. Purple.
outfits. Did this person look like he worked here, maybe?
Yes.
Yes. Interesting. Did you ever see his face? Can you describe it to me?
No. Too dark.
I was talking to another spirit here named Susie, and she mentioned something about someone in a bunny suit. Does that sound familiar to you? Gabriel, are you still there?
Get out.
Get out. Why? Why do you want me to leave, Gabriel?
Get out. Get out.
Roll
Have
back.
I said something to upset you?
Book it, John. Book
Get
it. Book it.
out, dude.
Go out.
What are you still doing there? No!
Fuck.
Get out! Listen to Gabriel. He's been very cooperative.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Oh, buddy.
Come on, come on, come on!
Break it. Go. Okay. Good. Yes. Correct. Oh. Whoa!
What?
Hey, hey, hey!
What?
Hey! Well, wait a minute! What? A lot just happened there. So first off, we went from Daft Punk to Screamo Band at the end. Get out! And then wait. So
Spirit here named Susie.
okay.
Have I said something to upset you?
The fact that you stick around is
What the fuck? Why did this
so
just go
foolish.
out?
You are an idiot. Okay, so that's legitimately terrifying.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck? Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Right. Ah! All right. So he gets out. He gets stuck at the door because it's locked. So he breaks it. He breaks the window, which, yes. Great. Evil bear screaming at me. I'm getting out of there. And then,
Is that like gunshots?
yeah, it sounded. Yeah, no. It's... So Urkel guy's there. So William's there the whole time with a shotgun. Today we end this. What? Is that right? Am I interpreting that right?
It's like, wait, why hire him if you're just gonna like kill him at the end? You know?
Like, oh, I'm sick of people investigating ruins around here.
Or potentially someone else called. William heard about it.
Yeah,
And the animatronics were trying to warn him
yeah,
to leave.
right. I like the idea. Here's the thing. Normally I'm excited by the lore implications. To me, I just think it's delightful. William Afton rolling around with a sawed-off shotty. Knives and bunny suits aren't gonna work today.
As if we needed to give this man more weapons.
Right? I like kicking ass and eating pizza, and I'm all out of pizza.
God.
Thanks, William Afton. What? Rolling around with a gun, and he just kills him. He knows too much. Wild! We're talking about genres that Five Nights at Freddy's hasn't tapped into. First-person shooter. That's a genre. They've done like restaurant management games. They've done classic survival horror stuff. They did three-dimensional. They did platforming with FNAF World, RPG with FNAF World. They haven't done FPS yet. I guess they did a little bit with Phaser Blast, actually, now that I think about it. Phaser Blaster was an FPS. But man!
It was an FPS. 1 frame per second.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
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 Frame rate one of the greatest. Yeah.
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 Did you like my joke there?
I did. It was nice.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciated that.
Yeah, of course.
You know what else I appreciated? This series by Spectre. This was awesome. So this is the last one that he did, right?
Yes, this is the most recent. However, I think it is worth looking at the behind the scenes upload. It has important content in it.
Really?
Yes.
Behind the scenes?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
It's not in this playlist, but it is on Spectre's channel.
Well, cool. If I'm able to change videos, I will do that.
Oh, are you stuck?
I am stuck.
You stucky?
Oh, yeah. Super stuck.
You can't spam click on Spectre's... Oh, it just is loading.
Yeah, it's just loading, man.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, so, sorry for the cut. Apparently, we've lost all internet.
Yep.
So, I'm using my old hotspot, but even my hotspot is not performing too hot right now.
Yeah,
It's less of a hotspot and more of a not spot.
lukewarm spot.
Lame spot. Okay. Maybe in the absence of this, because this episode has already been meaty size.
Yeah, it's pretty meaty.
We cracked a lot of jokes. We cracked a lot of whys.
Yeah.
What am I missing out by not doing the behind the scenes at this moment?
So, really cool render of Chica, but then she does the Gangnam Style dance, and...
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's
Like
important.
that, like...
Yeah.
Oh, I need that in my life.
I know. I figured you would, and that's why I wanted to bring you here.
Oh, what is pain? But not being able to see rendered Chica do the Gangnam Style dance. What if I lower...
Hit me with that 144p.
Hit me with that 360. I can't go below 360. Here's my phone. Maybe if I position it close to a window, because we're in a basement. That's part of the reason why. It makes it hard. Oh, no. That's LTE. LTE is garbage these days for some reason, even though it was perfectly capable of playing videos before the switch to 5G.
That's like venturing the locations right now.
I am. I'm trying different hotspots. It's like Welcome to the Game, where you have to put like your Wi-Fi signal in a bunch of different locations to try and like farm different crypto. This isn't working.
I lost the game.
Welcome to the Game?
Yeah, I lost the game.
I know. I'm sorry. What?
What? Wait. Okay. You know what? No. Fine. You know about the game. Where the only rule of the game is that you can't think about the game.
I do know that game. But were you playing that game
We're all playing that game.
all the time?
Yeah. Yes. Once you know about the game, you are playing the game whether you like it or not.
Are we still talking about the same game?
No. No.
I don't think we're talking about the same game.
So
I'm talking about a game where hackers attack you in your sleep.
yes, but it had the phrase "the game" in it,
It does. It does have the game in
which
it.
reminded me of the game.
The game.
Yeah, it's called the game.
Yes.
And if you think about the game, you lose the game.
Okay.
In which you have to announce verbally, "I just lost the game."
I'm sorry that you lost the game.
Thank you.
I
and
did
now
not.
you're playing the game.
I'm not really thinking about the game, though, honestly. I'm still thinking about how to continue this bit and also how to solve the internet problem.
But it's not
so
even
really,
like-
even though we're talking about the game, my mind is like miles away from this game.
But like even at the concept of the game,
Sure.
you have to now say, "I just lost the game" out loud. If it comes to mind even randomly. Welcome to the game, Matt.
I don't know if I want to be here as a part of this game. I don't know if I want to be in this place. Well, I guess then I just lost the game.
Yep. Good job.
Thank you. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Watch out for any purple guys with shotguns. And as always, remember, it wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. See ya!